Good evening. So tonight we're going to be going into an episode 373 of Entrepreneurship is a Marathon. We will be going into tonight. Your vision is not the issue, right? And here's what's happening right now. You've tried and you've tried and you've tried. You're being consistent and yet nothing is going on, right? And that can be difficult. You're sort of thinking to yourself, it's draining, right? It's draining to be showing up consistently and seeing no results. Been there, done that, not doing that again, right? And so maybe right now, though, what's happening is that you're questioning your vision. You're thinking it's not possible. Others around you are not helping either, right? And so tonight, stay tuned for the one thing that you need to fix in order to skyrocket your business and make yourself an even better bet. And no, the one thing is not mindset. That is not that. So we're going to be going into the one thing you need to fix to really shift skyrocketing your business and really understand what is happening and what is wrong with the business. First, we start off with, what is the win of your week? What has been the win of your week? My win is making it here on time for this. So I went essentially tonight, had the honor and pleasure now the world's opening up to meet up with a client in person. So I drove over there in torrential downpour and we met up in person. And so it was a great discussion, great conversation. And then came over here and made it on time. So it's great. Tonight is about the one key to making it all happen, to making your business happen, make your vision happen, right? You're showing up consistently, but let's get you the results. And so welcome to Entrepreneurship is a Marathon, my weekly live show every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern with yours truly, Vanessa Zammy, right? And I want to see your comments below. What has been your win for the week? Share it with the world. And for those watching the replay, hashtag replay, right? You are welcome to ask questions, get an answer. And if you're feeling the video, feel free to react. Give it a little heart, right? Give it a heart. Give it a big heart. Or you want to give a thumbs up. That works too, right? And let me know in the comments as well too. Continue. I read the comments. I read the questions. And I also like to answer questions as well too. So let me know in the comments and questions if anything comes up for you. If you're watching a replay, hashtag replay, right? And if you're watching here tonight, what has been your win for the week thus far? And to give you an idea for those who may be new to the show, new to the weekly show, Entrepreneurship is a Marathon. Who is this show for, right? And so it really, and what it ties down to is what is deep into my soul and my heart. So what's a dagger to my heart is every time I see a corporate executive passionate and brave enough to keep one foot in the cubicle and another foot into entrepreneurship, right? And what's a dagger to my heart is when I see that corporate executive ends up just only frustrated and discouraged by how unsuccessful their business is. Right? They've been showing up, doing all the things, committed to the mission and the purpose, and committed to the passion, and committed to leaving a lasting legacy, and committed to generational wealth and financial freedom. They're committed, but they're not getting the traction that they should be getting. Right? And so what ends up happening is that you end up being angry that your purpose-driven business is failing fast, and your spouse is giving you the judgment eye every hour, and your friends are looking at you like, I told you so. Right? Because it's like seeing a friend and seeing a family member struggle is not pleasing. Well, at least assuming that they actually like you, right? And unfortunately, what typically happens at this stage, and which is where you're probably at right now, if you're watching this episode here tonight, is that you're thinking to yourself to put the business on pause or to focus back on your career, right? And to keep trying on continuing further on the corporate ladder, switching companies, all that jazz. Well, what I do is I help these brave corporate solopreneurs renew their passion for their business, unpack what's been sabotaging their success, and then grow their business without the struggle or sacrifice so that they're free to confidently transition to full-time entrepreneurship, waking up excited each day, proud of the business that they've grown. All month long, and this month of June, right, we have one more episode left in the month of June, I'm tackling the simple, efficient, effective ways for you to hold on to your vision and to really understand how to reset your business for success. And so tonight we'll be going into how, you're like, OMG, like maybe you're thinking to yourself, I want to be here in 5 years, but maybe it's going to be here in 20 years. Maybe you were thinking you were going to, reach the 6 figures in 5 years. You're like, no, I'm going to reach it in 10 years. It's fine. I'll just hold off, put the business on pause, etc. Right? You're questioning your business. You're questioning entrepreneurship. Here is the key. You have your notes, right? Here's how to get right into it, right? For those who are new. Like get straight to the point. The key, try this in terms of what it is that this is sort of like your homework, for example, right? Your homework for what it is that you need to do in order to really shift and really hold on to what is going to lead to success is you need to update your business model and fix the how of what you're doing. You need to update your business model and fix the how, HOW, of what you're doing. For example, someone I was connecting with yesterday, a client, right? And a client I was connecting with yesterday, and she already has like someone paying, she has several clients in her marketing business, right? And for her, she has people paying different ranges, but she has a proof of concept. And she has someone paying the high price, for example. But for her, we just had to tweak, right? She was at the stage like, I don't get it. Like she wants to be an artist, a full-time artist. Her whole dream vision is to be a full-time artist, just painting by the beach, right? And she doesn't want it to be anything sort of like, oh, I want to sell the art, anything like that. That's not what she wants to do. She essentially is looking to just passionately just do art seamlessly whenever, wherever she wants to, right? And have the business fuel that passion and fuel that vision of her house by the beach, just painting, right? Painting, water, nature, and all that jazz. And for her, right, the way her current business is operating, it's not feeding that vision. And so on the one hand, right, when she came to me, it was like, okay, maybe the vision is not possible, right? So she's questioning the vision. She's like, okay, maybe it's gonna be in 30 years. But then here's the thing, with her vision, I hear her vision, it's like, no, you can have this in like 5 years, right? It's just a matter of fixing the how of her business, right? Updating her business model and fixing how it is that she's making things happen. Now for her fix ended up being the pricing, right? And not even so much the pricing, but really the messaging, the marketing, and the packaging of her offer. And that's what we fixed for her, right? Whereas for other people, for you, fixing the how could just be as simple as where are you showing up, right? And fixing just where you're showing up. And that could just make all the difference. Because here's this thing, step one, I want you to like take a step back, right? If you're like, take a step back, really, whenever you have these questions with the visions, take a step back. Step one, really think to yourself, what life are you looking to live in 5 years? No limitations, right? What is the life that you're looking to live in 5 years? Right? Like, is it more time with kids to help them live there? There's a woman I was talking to, a mother of a 7-year-old and 4-year-old, right? And for her, in 10 years, she wants to be able to spend more time with her kids, right? And she, at the same time, they'll be able to fuel their passions and their dreams, because she had a tiger parents when she was growing up. And so she had tiger parents when she was growing up. So she didn't have that flexibility of being able to dream beyond just being a doctor, for example. But she wants to give her kids opportunity and the visibility into what else is possible for them. And so that's what her in 10 years looks like for her, right? But what does that look like? Well, the person I just spoke about a couple minutes ago wants to be an artist casually, a casual artist, just painting wherever, whenever, right? And fueling that dream. So what is that vision for you? What does your vision look like? What life are you looking to live in 5 years, right? That's step one. Step two is then you need to understand what is the business model that's going to get you to that lifestyle. Because there are the things that every business model, every strategy, like I always say this, right? Every business model, every strategy, it all works, right? Everything, it all works. But the difference is what's going to work for you and in your life and your business and your goals and your mission and your priorities, right? That is the difference, right? And so it really ties into, that's why I said to part one. I have a 6-part process that I work through with clients. But part one, I call the success audit, And it really is, we dive deep into what is that current state of your business, right? But what is that future state you're looking to go to? And how do we bridge that gap between the current state and the future state? How do we update the business model? How do we fix the how of what you're doing and set those clear priorities and clear milestones and project plan to get you from where you are today to where you want to be and where you can be, right? It's all possible. And then step 3 is then you need to live in it, right? And it's not a question of, you may be thinking to yourself, but Vanessa, my dream is so outlandish. There's no way for me to make it happen. There is a way. Where is the will is way. There is a way, right? And every business is going to lead you to a different type of way of making it happen. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, I keep trying with the business, Vanessa. I keep trying with the business. I'm showing up consistently. I'm posting stuff. I'm out here, but nothing is happening. I don't get it. My family and friends don't get it. I'm all alone, right? And the thing is that it happens. Listen, it happened even to me, right? It happens to many entrepreneurs. And the difference though between successful and unsuccessful ones are the ones who are unsuccessful, or the ones who gave up, right? And so this is not the time for you to give up. This is the time for you to say, okay, this is what I'm trying out. It's clearly not working. It's time for me to update my business model and fix the how of what I'm doing, right? Fix the how of what it is that you are doing and make sure that it is aligned with where it is that you want to go and how it is that you want to live. right? Fix the how of what you're doing and make sure it is aligned with where it is you want to go and how it is that you want to live, right? And because generational wealth and financial freedom, it takes that focus, it takes that discipline. It's a long-term race. That's why this is called the Entrepreneurship is a Marathon show, right? It is a long-term race, right? Now I want you to put in the comments, share in the comments, like, what is your vision? What is that finish line? What does that finish line look like for you? Right? Put it in the comments, share it out with the world. Say it loud. Say it loud, right? What is that that finish line for you, right? Or maybe it's not even the finish line, but what is that? The first part of the finish line. Then what is the second part of the finish line? Right? Like my end finish line is a $10 billion empire with a conglomerate of companies helping to foster communities and helping people get more access to resources that they need, right? That is my end finish line, right? Phase one is traveling around the world speaking. Right now, I'm traveling around different computer screens, speaking to different organizations and companies, right? But really the phase one, the first step, right, is really traveling around the world speaking, and that is connecting with clients, connecting with you in person, like the one I just did today, right? Connecting with you in person and really understanding how it is that we're going to keep moving your business forward, right? And so, but what is that phase one vision for you? Where do you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, right? What is that end finish line for you? And I want you to type that in the comments, share it with the world, share it with the world, okay? And the thing is that, think of it like a baby, right? Your business is your baby. A baby is born, right? It's not the baby is born and then the end, that's it, off you go, right? No, the baby's in preschool now, right? Then the baby's in kindergarten, right? Then the child is in middle school and then, a high school, college, post-college, university, corporate, then they have their own family, right? It's a whole cycle that you want to be a part of. So what are those phases for you and your business and your vision, right? Entrepreneurship is a marathon and you are in this for the rest of your life. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. Welcome, right? And so feel free to share in the comments, what is your vision, right? And inspire other people, right? Also by you sharing your vision, you'll also be inspiring other people to really think big. There's someone I was connecting with yesterday, and the mother I mentioned earlier, as I mentioned, several mothers. I had to get a lot of mothers, but essentially she's a mother of a 7-year-old and 4-year-old in New York, and she's at the height of her career and strategy. And essentially for her, she hadn't allowed herself to like really accept her vision, but even dream big. Right. And when I told her about all my other clients, right, and what they're looking to do, and she was like, oh, snaps, wait, right. And the thing is that you sharing your vision also helps other people see what vision is possible for them too. And so if this is resonating with you, if you are vibing with this, right, or digging it, if you're vibing with this, if you are like, you know what, I need some additional help and support on this, Vanessa. If you like to dive deep into your business strategy, marketing strategy, then by all means, let's connect. I offer a free business session, Underwhelm or Overwhelm, Busy to Productive business session, where you and I would connect one-on-one and really just understand get a better sense of what you're struggling with in your business and what is the how that we need to fix, right? So what is the how that we need to fix and change and update for your business? Because for everyone, it's different. For everyone, it is different, right? People ask, Vanessa, do you focus on a particular industry or service? No, I focus on you as a person and the business and vision that you're looking to go to, right? I've been experiences with various different industries, nuclear manufacturing, financial services, consumer packaged goods, apparel, etc. when it comes to my corporate career. And for me, essentially, when it comes down to it, when working with different business owners such as yourself in the product or service-based business realm, right? It really comes down to essentially meeting you where you are. And what I do is understanding your life and your goals and your vision, because that is different from your neighbor, right? That is different for me, right? But then in the day, chances are you are looking to make a change in your life, in your family life, in your community life. You are looking to make a change. And there's no reason why that change should not be happening. And so let's really unpack. So feel free to schedule time for a free Underwhelm or Overwhelm session. Schedule time at power.vzambi.com. I'm going to put the link, here we go, the bottom screen here, power.vzambi.com, and let's dive deep into fixing the how of your business model, right? And what we'll do together in this session is 20 minutes. I work really efficiently. People always get surprised. I'm like, yes. There's a person I was connecting with earlier today, and we're going through like her naming of her offer and naming and messaging and marketing, all that jazz. And I was like, yeah, it's going to take 2 hours. And she's like, okay. She's suspicious, right? And at the end of the 2 hours, she's like, oh, yeah, you're right. It did take 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, yes, it does. Right. And so, but essentially in this 20-minute session, this free 20-minute session, what we're going to dive deep into is really uncovering all the unnecessary to-dos that have been holding you back from multiplying your business revenue and income thus far, right? And that then allows us to get you a path forward on how to grow your business, right? And how to fix your business model and what's the business model that's going to work for you and your business and getting you to the future vision state that you need to be in, right? So let's get you unstuck. Schedule time at power.vzammy.com, right? And stop talking to yourself in the mirror, right? I wish you had a sounding board. Your sounding board is right here, pointing at myself. And so if you want growth, if you want to stop being stuck, let's schedule that free session time, power.vzammy.com. And for those who have access to the side business formula, you may or may not have heard of it, but it's really great as well too. So the sidebusinessformula.com is an amazing thing where it provides essentially tons of resources for you if you are at the stage where you've already launched your business, right? This is the side business formula is also something that you may also want to check out. And so we can talk about that and get into more details about that during our 20-minute session together as well, in case that is an option for you, or it's the accelerator, or many of the other resources that I have available as well too to support you in your business as well. We also have over 300 tips as well too, business tips, this whole situation. Point being, this whole library, right? It's all portal and vault. That depending on where you are in your business, there might be a different fit for you. So let's schedule time to connect and see where you are struggling in your business and how to get you the path forward. What's the path forward for you to fix the how of what it is that you are doing. So power.vzammy.com. It is on your screen, and let's connect further. Until then, for those who have scheduled time, chat with you soon. For those of you, the rest of you, chat with you next week, every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and set that weekly alarm. Put it on your calendar. And remember to react and comment and let me know how you feel about this episode and what else do you think is missing. This also helps me to produce better content for you, right? And ensure that you are getting the most up-to-date information of what it is that you are needing, right, for you and your business. So make sure that is happening. And until then, chat with you again next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. For Entrepreneurship is a Marathon with me, Vanessa Zammy. Chat soon. Bye.